Ladies and gents, check it out from Soldano. It is the Super Lead Overdrive Mini Head. You've seen me do videos for a few of these before from Boutique Amp Distribution, the Mini Friedman, the Mini Bogner, the Mini Diesel. Now there's a Mini Soldano. This one rounds out the line. And as I've said before, these aren't supposed to replace your great big tube amps or anything like that. These are just like super fun to practice through, to play through at home, but they do get pretty darn loud. You can actually probably jam with your average drummer with these. And they do kind of capture, I think, the essence of the big amps, at least the sort of tonal spectrum. And, you know, this one sounds, it's got that, like that big grain distortion like Soldanos have, and that big kind of full range sound to me. It definitely sounds different than the Friedman, for instance, which is more Marshall. Anyways, I put it through its paces, playing rhythm guitars, lead guitars. One thing I didn't incorporate is the effects loop in this video. I didn't use that, but if you want to patch in a delay or reverb or something in there, you can do that. And it'll drive an 8 or 16 ohm cabinet. So I'm going to play a little bit more through it right now and solo some of those parts from the track at the beginning of the video outside of the mix. Let's get to it. It's the Soldano SLO Mini. I got a lot of gain going here. This is the sound that I used to cut the lead with on that song. So let's take a look at the controls. You got this switch here to switch from like a crunch mode or overdrive mode to the lead, and it basically, even in the crunch mode, it's gainy, you know. Sometimes people ask if there's clean in these mini amps. There really isn't a heck of a lot of clean. I mean, if I bring the gain way down, you know, you can get there, but that's with the low gain mode with the gain on just like cracked open on like 2. So, okay, I'll go back up to 5. These amps are about overdrive. They're about having fun with crunch and dirty lead sounds. I have to say though, they do kind of capture, you know, the sound. I mean, it's sort of that flavor, like the EQ curve, and it reminds me of the big amp. It really does. You know what I mean? Like, it's got that dry kind of Soldano, like big fat grain crunch. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back into the overdrive heavy mode. Pretty much endless sustain, just tons of sustain, tons of gain, because the gain's only on like 5 right now. Let's turn it on 10 and see what happens. Yeah, it'll pretty much just go forever. I'll go back to the crunch mode for a second now, because this is how I cut most of the parts in the song at the beginning of the video, was crunch mode with the gain on 5 or even a little lower. Let's listen to the EQ. But then you got your presence control, so you get real bright if you want to. actually. When you open up the presence control, it just kind of opens up the top end and it sounds more open. Imagine that. And then you've got this switch here that switches in a deep circuit, so like a normal and deep, which is like depth. So I used that for one of the guitar parts on the song at the beginning of the video, and when I did that I felt like I needed to turn the bass down in order to not have too much bass going. So let's bring the bass back like I did. Thanks for watching my video on the Soldano SLO Mini. Super fun little amp that you can rock with a cabinet, at band practice, in your dorm room, in the kitchen, in your home studio. Take it to the pub, use it to work out. Maybe not, you need a heavier amp to work out. You can check it out further at the link down there in the video description below. Click there, it'll take you to all the info about the SLO Mini head. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. Hit the little bell beside the subscribe, you'll get an alert every time I put out a new video. Thanks you guys, I'm Pete Thorn, over and out.